Valerie and I were sitting out doing Skywatch. I don't know if I told you this already, but the house she was staying at, it had a deck out the back, and it kind of felt like sitting in a tree house because it was up on a hill. And so the trees were planted in the slope. And so we're sitting up at the top of the trees with that. But we sat out at night and we were watching, and we had one that flew over, and we said, okay, if you're a spaceship, do one of those flare up things. And it went boom and then disappeared.
Oh, no way.
We were just like, did you see that? Did you see that? And
yeah, we're looking at each other like, did you see that?
We did. We kind of jumped in our chairs like, oh my God, that just happened. Like we were just saying it, and then it went boom, and then it was gone.
Now, did it go in the same direction, or it went in another?
Yeah, it was still going in the same direction, but it disappeared on us pretty quick after it did the flash thing. But it did a huge flash. It was like having, you know, like being there with someone taking your picture, and it's like, whoa. And I'm like, okay, remember they said, if you see the flash, that means we took you on a ship. They said that in one of our sessions. So that's the kind of flash I think they're talking about, one that's so big like that.
You think the flash, like physically on the ship, or your energy body went onto the ship?
I'm trying to remember how it was said, because it was said in one of these sessions.
Because in one of Dolores Cannon's sessions, it was like instant, because time didn't exist.
Yeah, they said they're going to freeze the time, and they're going to take everyone on the ship. If you saw the flash, you went on the ship. So I don't know what that means. Physical bodies.
Sounds like you might need a hypnosis session.
No kidding. Yeah, it's like, I looked at Val, I said, does that mean we went on the ship? Because that's what they told me for ESETI. If we saw a flash, we went on a ship. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, it didn't skip a beat, you know. I didn't feel like I lost time or anything. So if I did, they froze it. But I did disappear on that trip. I went out and I meditated, and Valerie had a phone call to make. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go sit on the deck and meditate. But she didn't know I was going to do that. I said, I'm going to go. I had a deck off of the room that I was staying in. And so I went out, I went down to my room, and then I went out on the deck, and I just sat there, and it was morning. So I was getting the morning sun and just sitting there meditating. And I was doing that for a little while. And she comes around looking for me after she got off her phone call. And I could hear it. To me, it sounded like somebody way off in the distance going, Tracy. And it was like really weird. And I thought, did I just make that up? Or did I hear that? So I'm like sitting there going, am I hearing that? And I didn't hear it again. So then I thought, well, maybe I'm not. So I closed my eyes back down and go back into the meditation, and I'm hearing, no, she's looking for you. You need to go. Oh, okay. So I get up and I go back in the house. Well, I open the sliding door to come back in, and I scared the snot out of her. You know, she's like jumps, and she was heading out the door to go look for me out in the driveway, because she thought I went for a walk or something. And I said, no, it's just right out here meditating. She goes, right out where? Were you in the grass or something? Were you on the side of the house? I said, no, I was right there on the deck, right there. And she goes, no, you weren't. I just walked over there and opened the sliding door, yelled your name. You were not there. And I'm like, where did I go? So anyways, but yeah, she swears I wasn't sitting there on that deck. And she said she did call my name, so I did hear her, but like I said, it sounded way off in the distance when I heard it.
Maybe it was vibrating at a high rate.
Yeah. And you know, is it Stephen Greer that talks about that?
Oh, okay.
And I think James Gilliland talks about it too, where you get yourself in a high enough vibration that you pixelate and people can see through you. And so that could be what was happening, is that I just entered a different frequency, and so she couldn't see me. But I had the same thing happen with my glasses. So I had these glasses on, and, you know, sometimes I'll take them and I'll put them up on my head so I can read, because they're for distance. So I was going like this, going, where did I put my glasses? I don't even remember taking them off my, you know, to read or anything. I was like, where are my glasses? I asked Valerie, I go, did you see me take my glasses off? Because I can't find them. And she goes, no. And I had only been in 2 rooms. I was in the kitchen and I was in the garage. And I said, I must have taken them off somewhere. I don't remember taking them off though. But the weirdest thing is I felt like I could feel them on the top of my head. And so I kept doing this because I was like, it's like I could feel the arms of them pressing on my head, but they weren't there. And so anyways, we're looking around for them, and I pick up this bag that I had been filling up with stuff to take to Goodwill and stuff. And I go to pick that up, and I went to go set it down. And as I looked over on the counter, I saw my glasses appear. I'm not saying I found my glasses. I saw them appear. Like they weren't there, and then they were there. And I went, oh, did that just happen? So then that freaked me out. Then I went through the whole, did I see what I thought I saw? I'm just going to stick with that. I saw them materialize right in front of my eyes. And I was like, Valerie, there's my glasses. And she's like, oh, that's weird. We both looked through here. And I said, no, they weren't there a minute ago. So I was having some weird experiences over there.
I want to know if Daniel has any information about that.
Maybe. Yeah, that could be good to ask. Yeah, where did I go when I was on the deck, and where did my glasses go?
So this happened while you were in California. So yeah, so the reason why we haven't did any videos because Tracy's been in California.
Yeah.
Living that Cali life.
I was getting all familiar. Even the local store owners or restaurant owners were getting to know me, call me by name. No.
Yep, you got to move there now.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I definitely was getting the Mount Shasta vibe while I was there. That would have been fun to go check that out. But since it would have been a 4-hour drive, and we weren't sure if anything was open, and other than there were hotels that were open, but if you can't go up on the mountain or you can't go to the restaurants and stuff, then
yeah.
So we decided, nay, don't do that. That's a long drive. So but yeah, that would be
fun.
It's about again.
4 hours, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it would have been a little bit of a commitment to get up there, and so neither one of us did enough research to find out if the mountain was, if you could go hike the trails or not. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, for the ECETI trip, comment down below if you're going to go to ECETI. So it's going to be August 7th and August 8th, correct?
Yeah, August 7th, 8th, and 9th, because that'd be Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay. Well,
so
I'm leaving.
You leave on Sunday.
Yeah, unless I stay another day,
You just never know.
You never know.
Yeah. We like options. Options are good. But it's going to be I think it's going to be a great trip. I haven't checked to see, now that we're getting closer, that we might be able to figure out what the weather's going to be while we're there. So that could be something for us to check out, as well as to see what the weather's doing. Yeah. Yeah,
last time it was, other than the rain, it was nice weather. So I think it was maybe mid 80s and then at night it got into the high 60s.
Yeah, so I'm going to see.
I was there last time.
Yeah, if you do come to ECETI, please make sure you bring something warm to wear when you're sky watching, because it does get kind of chilly.
Yes.
When you sky watch, it's cold. Okay, so we all need to put our great manifesting minds together to manifest clear skies so that we can sky watch. Yeah. Yeah, we're looking at the upper 80s for 87, 88, 88. Those are the highs for the 7th, 8th, and 9th. So yeah, we're going to be in the upper 80s and possibly a little bit warmer, because depending on how it hits the valley there where we're going to be staying. But clear skies, it looks like. So that's good news. And again, you get to, if you're packing for everything. You're going to pack your shorts for the day, and your sweats and your hoodies and your jackets for Skywatch. So be ready. Yeah.
Does it have the lows on there?
59.
Oh, okay.
So not too bad. Not terrible. And that's for the Portland area, which ECETI is about an hour out of Portland, but it's an hour heading east. So it's not north getting colder, but it's heading east. So it could possibly be warmer.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, if you decide to do a channeling in the sun, it won't be that bad.
Shut up. This girl is not letting Daniel stick her in the sun this time. So
you can finish off your tan, your California tan.
that's right. I've got tan lines. I'm going to have to even that out.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm terrible about wearing long shorts. So I got like my legs are tan from the knees down. So yeah, if I'm walking around in shorter shorts, and I apologize to anyone that's behind me with the white legs or the upper leg stripes. Yeah, I'll have it all going on.
Nice.
Those teen years where you lay out in the sun going, oh, I need to even out my tan. I'm going to flip around like a piece of bacon. I don't do that anymore.
Too funny. Too funny.
So, yep, that's, you get what you get. So I don't even know what you'd call that because it's not a farmer's tan, but yeah, it is what it is. You guys
Comment down below what you call that tan.
Yeah, what would you call that tan? Yeah, that's awesome. I can't wait till I get to read what you guys call that tan.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
Just an FYI, over here, while we're recording this, it is 5:55. So big change coming for everyone. Just going to say it.
Time for change.
Time for change. Buckle up. All right, so I'm going to go get Daniel, and I'll let you kickstart this thing and start asking some questions. Or, well, it's been a while since we've done this. I forget how we do it. No. And our apologies for it being so long since we've gotten a video out for you guys. I know that I've had people asking for them, and so we're excited to bring this video and see what they have to say. What happens when we leave a big gap? Is there a lot of
Dan, you must have a lot to say.
It's going to be a lot, and so I'm sure you guys are going to have to get comfortable. Get comfortable.
That's right.
Okay.
Hit pause and get some popcorn.
Yeah, he likes popcorn, so make sure it's buttery and delicious. All right, let's go find out what they're gonna show me today. Show us, I should say. Well, what we want to say is hello and welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. And we want you all to be in this beautiful energy of what one might call a glittery rainbow. And we say it like that because there is so much magic in the air. It is like the pixie dust of fairies moving through the energy along with this rainbow activity of colors. And so many colors coming in at this time, so many frequencies coming in at this time. And many of you are catching those frequencies much differently. You are collecting those just like you would be drawn to certain television shows that are of your liking. You're going to be drawn to the colors and the frequencies that are of your liking. And since there are different collectives, different groups among you, you are all going to be drawn to a little bit different, something a little bit different. And we want you to watch in your experiences. What you will find is that you are going to start seeing some colors. One of the stories Tracy did not tell you is how she saw the rainbow portal outside as she was moving through the house. It caught her out of the corner of her eye, and she looked out and she could see the rainbow portal. And then the next morning when she sat outside, they being us, were showing her how the sun was moving through the rainbow portal, and as it hit the center of the portal, it maximized the energy that was coming in and amplified the energy, the shift and the clarity that was coming in for her, the downloads that were coming in for her, and brought in a different level of the energy and moved her through some of her own blocks, her own situations that she needed to clear out and make room for this next vibration, this next level, this next journey that she is going to be embarking on. And so we say to all of you, be watching for that out of the corner of your eyes. Watch for the colors to materialize, to manifest, to be, you will spot them as you do with that corner of the eye. And sometimes you'll look directly at it and just have a knowing that it is there, a feeling, a sense. And so we wanted everyone to pay attention to that because it is there for everybody. It is not just there for the few. And we want you all to know that everybody has this ability to tune into these things, to find these things, to listen, to hear the guidance, to pull in this information. And we want to empower you to do that. So Jason, we would like to say hello to you. It's been a while, and ask you, is there any direction you would like us to speak in today?
Yeah, it has been a while. Hopefully, you weren't too bored without us.
We were bored. We were twiddling our thumbs and waiting for our moment to speak again.
Nice, nice. You mentioned the rainbow portal. Is there any meaning behind this rainbow portal that was shown?
It is a large energy that is coming in for the masses of the awakening right now, and it is an energy that is activating many people in many different ways. And you spoke a little bit about it earlier when you were talking with Tracy, but it is activating people in their knowingness and their compass. It is activating their compass to know which direction do I go, which field do I, what am I drawn to? Am I drawn to go support this cause over here, this cause over here, this cause over here? Am I here to raise vibration? Am I here to bring in the light? Am I here to activate the crystals? Am I here to hold the dome of healing over the planet? Am I here to create a grid within the earth itself, so that the soil and the rocks and the crystals within the planet are all being rejuvenated and revived? Am I here to activate energy within the animals and the plants? There are so many different assignments going on, and this portal is, it is like a great big signal that is being sent out, and that is why it is the rainbow, because it has so many different frequencies coming through it right now. It is the great awakening as people are being exposed, as you talked about before. And we will pull into that a little bit with you. And as we spoke with Jason before, as Tracy spoke with Jason, and they talked about how we don't normally go into the politics, and we will keep it very brief with you. But there is a lot of political things going on. There is a lot of exposure going on. There is a lot of things happening that you cannot ignore anymore. And we want to say to you, bravo to you for those who are recognizing it, those who are seeing it, those who are stepping up, those who are putting a voice to it. And if that is your pull, and that is your draw, and that is your direction, trust it, because that is what that portal is activating within you. It is helping you to know what direction to take that, to know your truth, to know what it is, what it means to you when these things are happening, when the vaccines are happening, the information about the children coming in is happening, with the pedophilia, with the governments, with the theft, with the secrecy, with the emails, with all of this political mumbo jumbo going on, with the he said, she said, and whatever else. Nobody knows what to believe. And when we say don't believe any of it, it's all a lie, right? And so what we want you to do is we want you to just feel inside yourself. Which way do you want to be guided? Which way do you want to go? Where do you want to stand? What is important to you? If you are feeling guided to do that and support that cause and to be part of that community, then that is what you came here to do. And we want you to step up into that energy, put a voice to it, put a number behind it, help the cause in that way. And that goes for whatever arena you are in. If you are here to raise the vibration, you join that group. If you're here to help the animals, you join that group. If you're here to help the children, you join that group. If you're here to expose truths in the political systems, you're here to do that, stand in that truth, and so on. Everyone has a pull, a magnetic igniting within them right now to tell them, their compass is telling them where they need to be. It is, in fact, this grandiose moment of so much going on in the world, and yet it looks like total chaos. And we say to you, keep that chaos going. As that chaos continues, it is bringing more things to the surface. It is creating a frequency, a vibration within the earth where nothing can be hidden anymore. And we do want to warn you, that means your secrets too. Your secrets will no longer be able to be hidden as well. So be ready to be forward with your truth and face your truth. If you have secrets, they will come out. If you have hidden agendas, they will come out. come from the heart. Be true to yourself. Be true to the people around you. Be true to the people you love, because it will come out if you are not. And so we say to you, this is global. This is not just for the politicians. This is for each and every individual person. So how could it not be exposed in those who are doing wrong to globally to the people? It's going to come out for them, and it's going to come out for even the littlest person who is telling the lies, the little white lies. It is going to come out for them. Everyone is under the same scrutiny of this energy. And so we say to you, be your best version, be in your truth, speak your truth, be your truth, and honor your truth. And that is what is really important for what is going on in the earth right now. And we do want to say, Tracy is in her head saying, okay, so talk to me about why have I been really tired the last few days? And we say to you, there is a lot of energy moving through. There's a lot of energy moving through the body. There's a lot of cellular change going on with the frequencies that are coming in. It is like being constantly showered in this intense energy. And for some of you, it is charging you up, and you are going out and feeling boosted and ready and full speed ahead. And then after you go full speed ahead for a little while, then it's like, okay, now I need to go back in and recharge and plug in and let my body rest. A lot of you are going out of body at night, as you all know. We've talked about that before. A lot of you are going out of body at night. There is a lot you can do in the etherical realms. There's a lot you can do in the energy body that is also helping the planet. And so many of you are volunteering during the day in your physical body on the physical planet in the third dimension, moving through these frequencies, these energies, and raising those vibrations, helping the earth and the people that are on the earth to release globally what is going on. And then at night when you rest, you leave your body and you do it on an energetic level with those who are needing the help the most in the energy levels. And so you're going in and you are sweeping through those who are in so much pain and sadness and hurt, and you are helping them to move that energy off as well. It's very important that we do this on so many levels. It is hard to explain how much is actually truly going on with the earth. It isn't just the physical realm that you see. It is the etherical realm, the mental realm, the emotional realms, and there are many different levels, many different timelines that are being dealt with. There is a lot going on. It is very convoluted, as Dolores would say. So we do want you to know that there is a lot going on right now, and that may make you very tired. It may make you feel at peace and grounded, but yet your body needs to rest. It needs to recharge. And when it recharges, then you're going to feel this burst of energy and you're going to be ready to go again. And we want to know, and maybe you'll comment below, how many of you have been experiencing the waviness or the dizziness, the feeling like you just walked through a wall of energy and you just had this wonky feeling, and then all of a sudden you're fine again, but what was that? And so please comment below if you are having symptoms like that. You are moving through timelines when you do that. When you feel that energy, that wonkiness, that feels like you just walked through a wall of energy, you did. You moved into another timeline, and you moved into the correct timeline for you for the time that you need to be in it. So don't worry that you're in the wrong timeline. You are exactly where you need to be. You moved into that one because your energy and your vibrations were needed there. And whatever it is, rather that's bringing you into a higher vibration, or actually some of you might be moved into a lower vibration so that you can move timelines up for people who are struggling to reach the higher vibrations. And so don't worry about that. It is, you already know on another level what it is you are doing, but we want you to know you are okay. But please do take care of your body. Drink lots of water. This is not, if you feel like you need to go get a medical treatment for that, go get checked out. Then we are not saying anything about that. But we do want you to stay hydrated. We want you to stay rested, and we want you to take care of your body so that you are able to move through these dimensions, do this work, and be fully ready energetically to move your bodies into these places of new energy that is all around you. It is ready to embrace you. It's ready to take you to that next level. All right, we will stop talking for a moment, Jason, and let you come in.
You mentioned the wall of energy. Is that what happened to Tracy from her being so tired, did
It's
she change timelines? Is that what happened?
She changed timelines twice while she was gone. She was moving through
Oh,
timelines, and she moved through different portals as well. You guys talked of her her disappearing, and and yes, we want to look at that and be careful how we answer that to make sure that the information is correct, coming through correctly. What happened is she moved herself into a space that brought her into not a different timeline, but in a different dimension. And what do we mean by different dimension? She actually moved into the fairy realm. When she was there, she was so focused on the energy of nature around her. What she did in that moment, and you guys can play with this, you can practice it. She sat out on the deck and she became very present with the sounds in the trees, the rustle of the leaves, the chirping of the birds, the sound of cars off in the distance. She just became very focused on what it is she could hear and experience, the sun coming down on her skin. Everything that she was experiencing was in that very exact moment. There was nothing in her mind that was going forward or backward. It is not an easy task to accomplish this. And she can recall a little bit of feeling like she was floating in that moment, like she was in this bubble of energy. And when that was happening, she was actually in the fairy realm, and she was experiencing an energy and a frequency that was an energy that she was familiar with from the fairy realm, but she had not realized that she had left the earth realm in that reality, because they are a parallel energy. So when her friend was looking for her, she could not see her because she had entered into that other dimension. And quickly enough, she came back because she was tethered to the earth, to the third dimension, and um, to come back into that space and rejoin that energy. And so that was one of the experiences that she had. She also walked through the walls of energy, and felt that wonkiness, felt that lightheadedness for just a moment, and then boom, she was fine. She was concerned. She went home and drank lots of water and was trying to take care of her body, saying, "Oh my gosh, I think I was dehydrated or something." And maybe that's possible that she could have used some more water. But we want her to understand that as she looks at it right now, she could even tell you, she could feel walking through this wall of energy when it started and when it stopped. And so as she moved through it, she could feel it. And with that being said, what she did is she entered into that next timeline, into that other timeline. And with that, she was able to do some work that she would not have been able to do in the timeline she had been in prior. And we make that sound like there was a big job to be done, but really all she had to do was be with her frequency in that timeline. And that was the work that she was doing. She was not even aware of it. Right now, she's in her head saying, "Oh, I didn't know I did that." And so oftentimes you are not aware on your third dimensional reality, your awakened state, that you're doing something that you are doing in the etherical state, in your energy body, in your frequencies. And so that is something that is very common with all of you. You move through this earth, and your energy is working. You are multidimensional. So on a conscious level in an energy body, you are doing work, where in the conscious state of the human form, you are unaware you're doing the work. And you will all start to wake up to more and more of that as you continue on this path, as you continue moving forward, and as the energy continues to shift. And as we are talking to you, many of you just moved into a different timeline just by thinking about it and setting that intention. And so as you're thinking about this right now, know that you have the ability to move yourself back and forth a little bit through these timelines. Up to 2 or 3 timelines, you can fluctuate back and forth between them. And you can raise your vibration, you can lower your vibration, you can move your vibration forward or backward, and see if you can notice what it does to change. And it'll just be the most subtle of changes, but you will notice something changes just subtly. And if you can catch it, then you're going to start getting really good about recognizing when you move timelines. And so that might be fun to play with as well.
Interesting. So is that what happened to her glasses? Was it in another timeline for it to reappear like that?
The glasses was, and so to just recap on that, she couldn't find her glasses, and then her glasses materialized right in front of her as she was looking for them. She looked over, they weren't there. She looked over and they appeared. And what we want to say about that is, again, that was part of that fairy realm reminding her, they wanted her to know where she was, what had happened. Reminding her that just a few days before that she had visited them in the fairy realm. So they had taken her glasses and then they had brought them back. So her glasses went to the fairy realm and came back that day. But and on a cellular level, she understood what was happening, but on that physical level. And so we appreciate these questions today so we could bring some clarity to her for that. But on the physical third dimensional level, she was trying to wrap her mind around what just happened. But it was them reminding her that she can move in and out of these realms. And as the vibrations continue, as this rainbow portal continues to shower all of you in these energies, you will be able to move in and out of these vortexes, out of these realities, dimensions. And we want to say to you right now that some of that is happening as you two speak. Do you notice how quiet it is? It is very
Very
silent.
quiet. Yes.
Very quiet, yes. That is not normal, is it? Usually there is somebody walking around, closing doors, talking in the background, speaking, cars going by, something is happening. But you two have raised the vibration up and you have moved it into a different timeline, you have shifted into a different dimension, and you're able to make this recording and bring the audience up with you. So we invite the audience to pay attention. How do you feel when you're listening to the show right now? As you are listening to it, are you experiencing that same stillness that is happening over here in Tracy's reality? And is that stillness happening for you, Jason?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Every time I'm on this videos with you, always a sense of higher vibration.
Yes, and we enjoy that as well. It is fun to bring this community up into these spaces, and it takes nothing at all. It's not like we're taking you through a meditation. It's not like we're taking you into these long, drawn out, talking slow, listen to us. No, we're not doing that to you. We are just present. And as we are present and you are present and we are all bringing our energies together as a community, it grows and grows and it gets higher and higher and higher. So every time that we meet like this, every time the community meets like this, it grows. And we say to you, yes, this is a pre-recorded show, but all time is happening at once. And so we are present with all of you as you are watching. You are like one very large group of beings, no matter when you watch it. It could be 3 years from now. We have your energy in this group with us. It does not matter when you watch it because you already have watched it.
Mm.
We've already have done this. We have all agreed to be here to hold this space. And so it is a very exciting time to start opening to these ideas. And people are awakening to how this works and to how to move through these dimensions. And with that, we will be, as we talked about before, you could time travel. You can move through space and time. You can move to different areas of the earth, to different planets, to different, you could go to inner earth, you could go to outer earth, you could go to Mars, you could go wherever you want. You could go to the multiverse and visit other planets as well. You are no longer going to be limited as you open your mind to all of this. At first, you'll just take your spiritual body with you on these journeys, but then there will come a time where you will know how to dematerialize and rematerialize your physical body. And so these are all things to look forward to. And we hope that you will discover this all within your lifetime. And if not, and you choose to come back and try again and do another life, you might master that teleportation or that physical body movement of biolocating and moving the body. But the information is there. There is A lot of information that has been put into the grid. That is something we could talk about today. A lot of information has been downloaded into the collective, into the grid. And if you want to set the intention to ask for the new information to be downloaded into you, ask for this information. Some of you, we have spoken of this before, where some of you are specifically downloaded with technology. And there is another download of technology. So if you're part of that group, ask for that to come in. We ask everyone to invite the downloads that are available to them to come in so that they can partake in the next level of their evolution, of their frequencies, of the DNA adjustments, of the cellular adjustments, and allow their bodies to acclimate and change to the new environment. There's a lot of different things going on out there with your environment, with chemicals, with 5G networks, with frequencies, man-made frequencies that the body deals with, that the energy frequencies of the body deal with. And we say to you, invite those new downloads to come in so that you can transmute that energy. You can use it in your favor. You can take that energy and use it to amplify you, to use it to lift you up and not weigh you down and wear you out. So work with your team, work with your galactic team, your councils to know what is in the best interest of you, and ask for only your highest good to come in for that. We cannot say that enough. Only the highest good. Your gatekeepers, put them at the front of that gate and say, only the highest good can come in and work with me today so that I may download these frequencies that will help me to evolve and ascend. And we always want you to be safe and protected in your journey to ascension. Mm-hmm. Anything else with that, Jason?
Interesting stuff. You mentioned us letting go of some of our secrets. Is that because like we're going to be more telepathic or more connected in the future? Is that like one of the reasons for us to get all this, I guess you could say, all this junk in our closets?
That is a beautiful question because there are so many layers to that answer. Secrets create fear. Fear creates blockage to your spiritual growth. You need to let go of the fear. You need to let go of the secrets. Yes, there will be more telepathy. It's already happening. So many people out there, they know when their friend is calling. They know what their friend is feeling. They know what their loved one is feeling, thinking, saying. They complete each other's sentences. It is as if they were sharing their mind together and almost not having to talk at all anymore. Those who are evolving to that, you know who you are, and you are creating that reality already. You know what the other person is feeling when you speak to them. If you were to say sharp words to them, you would feel how that hurts them, how that affects them because you feel it. And so yes, Jason, that is very true. The telepathy, the empath is going to be heightened. It's going to evolve into that oneness consciousness. And that part is part of why you want to release yourself of these fears and of these secrets. You do not need them anymore. You do not need the energy that flows with them. If it's guilt, if it's shame, if it's embarrassment, whatever it is, it does not matter. Once it's out and you can't do anything about it. And then guess what? Nobody cares anyway. And they moved on and you went, oh my gosh, I spent years worrying about that. And so it is good to let it out. It is good to let it be free. You are free. Nobody can threaten you, so to speak, if they have your secret. And so it is a very freeing thing to not have to hold on to anything anymore, to be that open book, to be, it doesn't mean that you won't have privacy. It means that you won't have to worry. You won't have fear. You won't have the secrecy. Secrecy is made of fear. You can have privacy. You can have your own personal thoughts and your own personal things that are going on in your home that don't need to be shared with everybody. That is different. But if you are doing wrong, if you if you hurt somebody or doing something behind somebody's back, if you're being sneaky, if you're not being ethical, those are the types of things we are talking about. It will be exposed. If you are cheating on somebody, if you are taking credit for something you didn't do, if you are stealing money, whatever it might be. And if it is wronging another, it will be exposed. And So for those of you who are seeking the truth, it will come. And for those of you who are wanting to be free of your secrets, now is the time to do it. It is time to let that stuff out. It is time to open up to the one that you need to express these thoughts and these secrets to. It is this time that you are in right now is very supported. It energetically will help the other person to process what is happening. And we are talking even the simplest little things. If you, let's take a teenager, for instance. If the teenager says, hey, I'm going to go spend the night over at so-and-so's house, and really they're running off to do something else, they're going to get caught. That's the stuff that we're talking about. So
Sneaky,
even if it's
sneaky.
just a little sneaky thing or a little white lie, it does not matter. The truths will be exposed. You will be called out on that. It will start to happen. And we say to you, it is a beautiful way to live when you are not trying to think of your next scheme or your next thing you're going to have to say because you have to keep this lie going or this secret going. So that is important. But again, we don't want you to get that confused with privacy. You still have privacy. You still have, let's say if you are going to a counselor and talking about your feelings and doing that, those aren't secrets. Those are your feelings. You are expressing yourself. You are trying to move through some things and you're trying to work through it. And so that is not what we are talking about. We are talking about the more of the karmic type secrecies. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Hopefully that made sense.
Yes, it does. It really does. Next thing I want to talk about, and we talked about it just a little bit briefly, but I want to circle back to it, and that deals with there's a hashtag called Save the Children. So I know you mentioned with the politics and the corruption and all these many different things. Is there anything you would like to share about that with this thing that's going around with saving the children?
Yes, the Saving the Children, there's been many behind this for quite some time, and there is a special collective that has come in to work directly with this. There are those that have been going into the tunnels underground, so to speak, the underground systems, to flush them out, and there is going to be a big push and a big movement to move this energy out and to expose that which needs to be exposed. And if you are not directly involved with that part of the push, then what we ask of you is to hold energy, hold space, and hold light on these children. Hold the light on the children and know that your light is helping them to heal, helping them to be found and be moved into a better place, and to expose those who are we have a word we are looking for and we cannot find it, but we will say those who are out of integrity is way too nice. It is way too nice of a way to say it. The abusers to be exposed. Shine the light on the abusers to be exposed. Shine the light on the children to heal them and let their truths be known. Let their turmoils and their tragedies and their traumas to be healed. And so we need the light of everyone on this planet to be directed in this area right now. There is a lot of healing that needs to happen here. And that exposure for those who are doing these unspeakable things, they need to be brought to the light as well, so that they can be brought to justice, so that they can start their healing as well. And we do want to think of everything in the form of bringing it to their healing. And we want you to know that healing is not easy when you come from such darkness and such depths of bringing damage to another person in such a way. Right. And so that healing process, even though it sounds like a loving word, it can be a very hard, dark night of the soul for those who are going through the healing. And so we do want to bring everyone into their healing around this. This energy, this frequency needs to be brought to an end. And the way to do that is to send the love energy frequency to it. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you very much for that response. And there's one other thing. Tracy was out on the deck with her friend Valerie, and they saw a light burst in the sky. Is there anything you would like to share on that?
Let us go into that moment with her. And it's a very surreal moment. She's looking up and she sees the flash. And what we did with that flash, we did not take her on a ship at that time. That was one of her questions. Did she go on the ship and then get brought back? They were given both a download of information. They were given a program that they will be running later, moving through some of the energy in the channels. Some of this is to prepare for those who are going to the ESETI. It is some of the information will come out there when on the Lion's Gate, when you guys go into the channeling at that time. Some of the information will come out there that has been brought in, and they were just being prepared for it. They were just energetically being set up for what's to come. That is how we will say it. Setting him up for what's to come. Information that's going to come out. She does not have access to it right now. She is like a little child banging on a door, let me in. And we are not giving her so much access to that right now, because it is meant and intended to come out later. When the two of them come back together, it will activate that memory and they will bring the message out to the community. So, and we are being told that you will record that so that you can share it with the YouTube collective as well.
Perfect. Sounds good. Yeah, perfect opportunity to zap both of them while they're out there on deck.
Why not, right? Yes, they're out there just so willing, and so why not take advantage of that?
Perfect. Is there anything you would like to share? Anything you would like to share with the YouTube collective?
Well, let us look at this audience really quick. It has been a while since we got to connect with them. And we just want you to open your hearts to us right now as we scan the audience. And we just want to send love and ping each and every one of you with this beautiful energy of love. We want you to see this rainbow portal that is moving through the Earth's energy right now. Each and every one of you, it is pulsing through you in a different way. It is like a signature. And it is working with your DNA, it is working with your cellular structure, and it is bringing you to the next thing that you need to know, need to do. It may not be something that you are consciously aware of, but it may be something that you start to notice that you've been doing. And please allow for the light language to integrate with you in a way that is in the highest and best good for you. There is no translation for it. It is a downloaded code for your mind to filter through and take the bits that are meant for you. We will bring a little bit more in for you in just a moment, but we do want you to just allow for yourselves to open the crown chakra if that is what you if you are okay with that. We always want to ask permission. If you are giving permission, open the crown chakra and allow for the highest and best frequency to enter into the frequencies, your chakra system. And it is here to balance you. It is here to align you and to put you in, for some of you, it will bring in healing. So set the intention for what you would like to have healed. And for some of you, there is a block about moving forward, and for some of you that have the block moving forward, you also need to cut the tie with something from the past. So we want you to set the intention that whatever it is that needs to happen for you, that is what is taking place. Call in your council, call in your guides. We are going to work with mantis beings. We are going to work with the Arcturians, the Imperial Council, and we are going to bring in Palladians as well. Lyrans, they're all, the gang's all here is what we want to say. And if whatever your council is, whatever your group is, that is the group that is working with you. Please don't let the different languages coming through the vehicle here distract you from the work that is being done on you through your councils. I kata sha so much ki am de ya ko that and so kundun dun ba da chikata mi ata se shoto chim o shiko kota iana asha ono hi atro ko shkoton fia shom o asama ayekan o shama aigan kanto Più siamo proprio semi a shake in tiandra bachkoto anti si and ma show fio and to ma in a shay atatio shokoto pa and to sema ante di beche che ti ambata so Ian Sasha mai. What we want to say to you now is that they are setting the intention for the heart chakras to open in a way that is protecting you so that you are not taking on the pain of others, but you are opening your heart in a way that you can project the love out into the world. You will receive love back to you, but you are not going to, and you will treat it like a filter. It will only let the love energy come back, but you are showering this world with love energy. You yourself are being blessed. Some of you are working with a lot of the master realm, the beings of the master realms. And so if that is familiar to you, please call in your master realm to come in around you and bring in those aspects of self that identify with the master realms. The water energies have been very strong with the earth changes right now. So call on the water fairies, call into the elements of the water, the water benders, and move the energy of water. Water holds memory, and we want you to bring in the codes into the water as you drink it, as you cook with it, as you use water, as you bathe in it, as you shower in it. Call in the codes of the highest good through the water to wash over you, to be part of you, to be integrated into the body. When you do that, what you are doing as you set your water to the frequencies that are going to restructure that frequency within yourself, it is going to help you acclimate to the energies that are coming into the earth at this time, rather that be the man-made energies or the frequencies that are coming through the portal of with that rainbow portal. There are many of you that are connecting to beings that are taking you energetically at night. They're taking you into the ships. You can see it in your mind right now. You have beautiful light beings that are taking you into the ships, and they are showing you things that you will need to know. So we want to say, let go of resistance and you'll remember more of it. Let go of the wanting, that's the word. Let go of the wanting to know more and allow yourself to remember, because some of you right now are feeling very much connected to this message. And what we are saying to you is you have been up on the ships. They are showing you what it is that is going on moving forward. You have seen the future. You have seen the future. Not everybody that's listening, but there is a large collective of you that are resonating with this right now. And we want you to sit, and we don't want you to go into the wanting, don't want you to go into the effort. We want you to allow for that to move through you. What does that look like? What is it we need to do as we move into the future? What is it that, why did they take you to see the future? What is it that is the message behind that? And allow for that to integrate in and move through what it is you were supposed to do, what the purpose was of them showing you the future like that. We do not have that answer. So if Jason, if that was your next question, we do not know. It is a, we want to say a secret party, a group that has gone, that's seen the future, and they've seen it for a reason, and we are not to know what that reason is. We just need them to remember that journey, and they need to invite that memory to come back to them. And do you have questions?
Not at this moment, but unless you want to talk about that future stuff by any chance.
Well, we knew you would want to know about the future stuff.
Yeah.
It is exciting. It is exciting to know that there is a group that got to go tour the future, and they have come back with a lot of information, and it will help the planet to evolve into that new space, that new energy, the new frequency. It's going to, we do know that whatever it is that they were experiencing, that they saw, that they were shown, is going to help us transition from the tumultuous stuff that is going on now, that is going to help us through the coronavirus, through the political shifts and changes, through the global, you know, the global chaos that is going on at the moment. And so what it is that they've seen is going to help set the future for what's to come. And so we are excited about that news. And we know that everyone that went is going to be ready to do their part, and what it is that they came back here to do, to make sure, to ensure that a beautiful future is what is on the way for everyone. And so with that, we just invite everyone, keep your thoughts very positive, shine the light on the children, shine the light on the problems. We can only solve and heal these things through our love frequency. We do not solve them or heal them by participating in the anger, the hate, or the frustration that is felt by so many. We need to send the healing energy into these frequencies. We need to shift it. We cannot shift it if we are part of it. And so that is what we say to you as the collective of light workers that are here with us right now. We thank you again for being here, for watching these shows that we put out, these videos, because it is very important for us to step into that frequency of the healing and of the love, and embrace even the darkest of beings at this time, and shower them in the light, because there is only one way to move them out of that darkness. And it is to shower them in the love and shower them in the light. So it may not be what you want to hear, because you may want to harbor that ill feeling, but we know that deep down, the truest thing that you want is the peace and the love to be part of your world and your reality. And in order to do that, we must love the anger away. We must love this hate away. We must embrace with kindness and love and compassion. And we must keep moving forward very diligently, very, very forcefully with this energy of acceptance, love, kindness, compassion, and keep moving that forward. That is what everyone should be marching for. That is what the protest should be about. And with that, Jason, we really feel like that is what we have for you, unless you have questions for us.
No, you did a pretty good job talking about one of my concerns or thoughts about the saving the children. What could we do, and so on. And then the other part was about the Tracy disappearing for a moment. So, and the energy wave. But I did have a request from you. I already worked on a couple of meditation videos with, you know, the double triangle circle on the music videos for the meditation. So I have a few more left, and either you could send another symbol to Tracy or to myself, because I would like to do another one, and maybe some kind of Octorian symbol, or one of the other groups that have like a certain energy symbol they would like to share.
Well, we'll commune over that, and we will send something either to you or to Tracy or to one of the collective watching.
Okay.
We have a feeling there is somebody that will be emailing you that symbol very shortly. Somebody that is a listener that communicates in the light language and writes it out. We would like for them to feel free to send that to Tracy or to Jason. If you have something that you have written out that you feel resonates, then we can pass it on to Jason, and then he can find the one that feels right for him. And how about we do it that way? Would that be good?
I'm open-minded.
Let's get this audience participating in this venture of yours, Jason, and we'll get them thinking about what symbol would be perfect for this, the Octorian vibration or even beyond that. But we do have ideas ourselves, and we will have Tracy draw them out and share them with you as well. So you get to pick which one resonates for you that you want to work with.
Okay.
How does that sound?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I still have about 3 or 4 more videos left that was designed for me. So after that, I will be looking for another symbol. So
Well, you will not be short of symbols. There are plenty of those out there. And we like to
perfect.
bring in, just like those beautiful crop circles, we will find something for you to set the frequencies to.
There is a couple that I do have my eye on that look pretty cool. So
Well, you need to trust your eye and your gut with that. So wonderful.
will do. I don't know if you have anything else or one of the other collectives have anything, but I don't have any more questions at this time.
We're looking to see if there is anyone else to come in, but we feel like at this point, the audience is really integrating a lot of information. And so we think, yeah, we think what we will do, there is beautiful energy all around. All the collectives have come in to join and hold space today and to help with the integration and the upgrades of the audience. So with that being said, we just want everyone to know that they are very loved, very supported, and that they are held in high standards among us, and that your job here is not easy, and we appreciate all of you and your participation in helping us to move these energies and do this as a mass collective consciousness and bring this new energy to anchor it in. And that is going to be something that happens very soon, anchoring that energy in and bringing in more light to the planet. So that is an exciting time to come in the near future as well.
Perfect, perfect.
We're going to go ahead and bring Tracy back in now, and we thank you for inviting us again, Jason, to speak with you and to the collective. We thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, I
Welcome
forgot
back.
how bright it was in here. That's interesting. It was fun when I'm scanning the audience, it was almost like it was dark and everyone was kind of glowing. And so I was seeing their individual light, you know, like their soul energy. Yeah, I would be surprised if I was actually in this room during that. I felt like I was floating out of body, just not really, I wasn't here. So yeah, that one took me far, far away.
So that's interesting. You were, when you was meditating that go around that on the deck, you was in the fairy realm, from what it sounded
Yeah,
like.
that is interesting because I was like, man, I sure don't feel like, I mean, it would have been cool if I would have felt like I went somewhere. But when they said that, I could feel myself being in that moment again. And the energy around that, how it was different than when I opened my eyes and, oh yeah, I'm sitting here on a deck. You know, I was very aware of the trees. I was very aware of the birds, and like we had little hummingbirds all over the place over there. And I was very aware of the sounds that they were making. And I was just, it was almost like it just swept me away, like when you're listening to a meditative music and you're just really into the music, the sounds around me. And it didn't matter if it was a construction, you know, site 2 blocks away, hammering and sawing, and or a landscaper with their leaf blower going. All of it sounded like music to me in my ears. And I forgot about that. It was
Was this
like,
during the day or at night?
it was in the morning.
Oh, in the morning.
And
Okay.
so people were starting to, you know, do the landscaping, do the construction stuff. There was noises going on, man-made noises going on all over. But I remember thinking even the construction was flowing. It was pleasant. And for me, that's unusual because I've had to deal with all that construction behind my house for the last 2 years. So hammering and nails and saws and guys yelling back and forth to each other grates on your nerves after about 2 years of it. So for me to sit there and have that sound be soothing to me was interesting. And so yeah, so that was kind of cool to remember that all of that was going on when I was sitting there. And then to have it be the fairies that took off with my glasses, that makes sense.
Yeah, those
Like,
fairies, they like to play jokes.
they do. They do. They're just like, hey, we're going to remind you we're here. Things are getting a little too serious here. We're going to take your glasses. So, yeah. So that was fun. And I forgot about that rainbow portal. So that was good that they brought that up. That ended up being very significant for today. So,
Yeah, large energy for the masses.
Large energy for the masses. And, you know, I even, Valerie was like, hey, look at how the sun peeks through this tree over here. And I took a picture of it. And it actually looks like the rainbow portal with the sun in the center.
Huh.
And so I will send you that picture. And
All right.
if you want to share it on here, you can.
Right there, I think.
Somewhere here.
I'll post it.
Yeah, so if you want to post that, then I'll share that with you, and you guys can kind of see what I was seeing in my mind. But it was really pretty, so very cool.
So you took a picture of the sun between the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing that.
Yeah, I posted it on Facebook, so some people may have already seen it, but I'll send it to you so that you can post it on here as well. Yeah.
Perfect. Nice. So we found out what happened to your glasses and the wall of energy. And then also, were you seeing anything other? We mentioned Save the Children and Love and Light Forum and everything, but were you seeing anything else that was kind of like on your side that would be of interest?
For the children?
Yeah.
There's more children affected by this than what we would like to think. And
that could be true.
The trauma that they've been through, even when they are retrieved, when they are brought back to society, it's going to be a lot of work to integrate them back in. It felt to me like there was a lot of, I don't want to say irreversible, because I don't believe that to be true, but there was a lot of trauma. So a lot of fear, deep core fear that, you know, they're going to be having to heal and work through. But I think as we become stronger light workers, that we're going to be able to help them heal that.
Right.
And that's why I say I don't think it's irreversible. I just think it's going to take all of us really finding a place of love and compassion and sending that to those children and sending it to the offenders, because in order for those children to heal, their offenders have to heal. So it's kind of all weaved together. So yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of love, a lot of light that needs to be go around.
Sure is. Yep. So we're all going to band together and make it happen. It'll be.
Absolutely. On a side note, I know I mentioned the meditation music. Did he showed you anything? Any symbols popped up?
There was something that almost looked like a triangle with, I want to say like a fisheye in it. So I'm going to let them bring that in a little bit more clear.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, yeah, it was interesting looking. But yeah, once that comes in, I'll draw it, and then, oh, well, no, that makes me want my dog.
Yeah.
There, we can sit there with our dogs. Look, I dressed to match mine today.
That's funny.
Is it bad when you dress to match your dog? So, anyways, yeah, if it comes in more clear, I'll draw it out. Okay. And then, of course, that would be fun to share that with the collective as well. But what was interesting about it is they were showing the symbol had like this symbol here. They were showing that when the music plays, there's certain points. Okay, that's great. Points in here that were lighting up that are significant to the pitches that are happening in the music and the sound. The pitches have points on that diagram that coincide with the sound.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I was like,
That's
oh,
new
okay.
news to me. Knew there was a reason why I created that stuff.
Yeah, it's very cool. So, so yeah, that's what I was getting with that for sure. It's worth listening to. So if you guys haven't listened to that music yet, go tune
Absolutely.
in.
And I have a
Yeah,
playlist of all those songs. So right now I have 4. So I have 3 more that I'm about to do. So
wonderful. Yeah, they make great meditation or go to sleep to it or
absolutely.
yeah. I don't think
Absolutely.
I would drive my car to it though because I think it takes me out of body when I so might not be a good idea.
Just normal driving can put you.
Daniel, do you know how to drive? No.
Daniel, he's like, we don't use these things.
Yeah. Why do I
uh,
gotta do this clunky thing?
Shoot,
Exactly.
regular driving can put you in a form of hypnosis. So,
Mhm.
you can only imagine put on some meditation music.
Yeah.
You knock
Somebody's
out.
got a big baby. Maybe I'm a big
Absolutely.
baby.
Yeah, mine wants something. So,
Well, maybe that is our sign
yeah,
to a close. Thank you everybody for coming in, tuning in again, and thank you,
absolutely.
Jason, for always having me. And
Thank
I
you.
can't wait to see you at ESETI. We get to do the in-person
Yep,
thing again,
yep,
so
that's right.
that's going to be exciting. And for everybody coming to that, wow,
It'll be
for
a
everybody
fun
coming to
trip.
that, we can't wait to see you there.
All right.
Remember to dress for all the weather.
Yeah,
Get that
so
80 something, upper 80s during the day and about 59, 58, 59 at
yeah,
night. So,
like a light jacket, huh? They don't need something thick.
yeah.
Yeah,
Unless you're a baby like me and then wear your down jacket.
with a hood.
Good. And then a blanket to wrap around you.
There you go.
And yeah, look like an
Perfect.
Eskimo. Yeah, you would think it was in, the 20s or something, 20 degrees out, not 60. I don't know if what happened here.
Uh-oh. Comatose.
Look at me being a mommy. I'm going to rock her. So there we go. All right.
Spoiled.
All that Octurian energy wore her out.
That's what it was. All that energy.
Yep. Poor puppy.
So, all right, everybody. Have a good night.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.